With Mauricio Pochettino set to be announced as the next Chelsea manager, Todd Boehly apparently has a massive meeting to ensure that the board and the investors are happy with it. It's in LA, we've got the information. Harry Kane linked with Chelsea. Are we going to believe this? I'm going to tell you right now, whilst the sources are actually quite good, don't buy it, and I'll break it down for you why. Joao Felix, apparently the loan is on. I told you guys. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. The board want him at the club. We've got new investors potentially in Allianz. We'll break that down and what it means for the club. And finally, a youth team player that is highly touted among fans is going to be sold this summer. And we've got it. So let's break this down and let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, bratuchi. You guys got the rundown order. You're clearly enjoying what's going to come up. So I just need you guys to do a few admin tasks for me before we get started. Number one, hit the like button. It goes a massive long way. I don't ask for super thanks. I don't ask you to donate any money for the channel. But one thing you can do is hit the like button because it goes a long way. Subscribe because you want to watch the next video, obviously. And finally, the big one in the pinned comment is my Instagram. I am super close to 1,000 followers over there. Go follow me. And more importantly, if you have any football related questions, hit me up in the DM, happy to respond. And it's a great way to build a community and for us to get to know each other. But the interesting thing here is now, Mauricio Pochettino is set to become the next Chelsea man. It's almost a foregone conclusion in the sense that Chelsea's number one option is Mauricio Pochettino. And if this deal breaks down, it'll be purely driven by the side of Mauricio Pochettino and his camp. Chelsea have a massive meeting in LA this weekend where Todd Boehly has gone out there to meet up with the investors at I think they're called the Clark Way or whatever they're called, consortium. It's a consortium that helped Todd Boehly purchase Chelsea Football Club. Todd does not have enough money to buy it himself, but he got a major hedge fund to chip in, and he's essentially going to talk them through the appointment of Mauricio Pochettino. This is needed. This is one of those things where other people are sticking their money in and they need to make sure that the right due diligence has been commenced to ensure that Chelsea appoint the next right man. Because guys, at this moment in time, what it looks like is Todd doesn't know what he's doing to them lot. Because it costs 21 million to get Graham Potter to the club and it's going to take ridiculous amounts of money to sack him. It's almost justifying it and it's a tech box exercise. This deal should be announced soon, hopefully. But what's really interesting is we're linked with Sir Harold Kane. We're linked with Mr. Harry Kane. And a lot of people are going to say, wow, we're actually going to go after him. Well, according to Alex Crook at TalkSport, we are very interested. Mauricio Pochettino would like a reunion. The news is that Harry Kane's got 12 months left on his deal. It's very evident he wants to move on. He did not deny it in his most recent interview. Manchester United are heavily linked with him, and Chelsea would love to throw their hat in the ring. The issue here arises is we've been down this avenue before, not with Harry Kane, with Luka Modric. Daniel Levy will not sell to Chelsea, and Chelsea do not sell to Tottenham. It's as simple as that. We do business with Arsenal, but we never do business with Spurs. I don't know why, but the rivalry evidently means more to the boardrooms in the past. I don't know, it's a new board, so maybe Boehly will be more willing to pay money. But Daniel Levy's going to literally hang him out to dry. He's going to ask for every little cent, every little penny, and if anything, he's going to add a Chelsea tax on top. So the reality is I wouldn't get too carried away. I wouldn't get excited. I don't think this deal will even start running, let alone like escalate to the point where we're gonna say, oh my God, we're gonna sign Harry Kane. Look, funnier things have happened. We signed Enzo Fernandez after they publicly said we couldn't. Joao Felix looks set to re-sign at Chelsea. We announced Nkunku in September. So with this board, I never know, but I'm not holding my breath. That's just my personal opinion. In regards to Joao Felix, a lot of people now have got to the point where they're really anti-Joao. And I don't understand why, because realistically speaking, prior to Joao's coming to the club, all I heard from fans was, we need someone that shoots. We don't have people that shoot. All of a sudden, Joao shooting, oh, he's greedy. Then we need more dribblers on the ball. We need individuals that can take people on. Joao does that. Oh, he doesn't release the ball on time. Then it's, oh my God, we're not getting enough production. Tell me one player in this team who gets production. Under Graham Potter, Joao was creating chances, Joao was forcing good saves, and if anything, the goals were going to come because the XG was suggesting that we were going to score more and more goals. Under Frank Lampard, no one looks good. Joao's not even playing, basically. So I find it very difficult when people try to beat him with the stick, but yet give people like Mudryk, Madueke, Havertz and other players a leeway. So I think we should just not judge the players at this moment in time under Frank Lampard. I think it's very difficult to come up with a productive answer, and this goes for everyone. Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, Trevor Chalobah, every single player, right? Because the reality is, if you base any of your opinion based on these performances now, the fact that we need to consider is under Potter, under Tuchel, what were these players like? And the reality is, what is their ceiling when we're considering getting rid of them? But reports in Spain and reports in the UK are suggesting that at Chelsea are good enough to sign Joao Felix on loan. It's touted that Atletico Madrid are willing to send him on loan again, and Chelsea are interested, but they will not be breaking the bank to sign this player. The reason is Atletico are asking for stupid amounts of money. Atletico have been asking for an abnormal amount of money for a player that is not worth it. I don't think Joao Felix is worth £85 million. I am sorry. I like the player, but I don't think he's worth it. But I also think getting him for 60 million is a very good deal. 65 million is a very good deal, because at this moment in time, the kid's got good talent, good potential, and under the right manager, he'll come to fruition. We just need to be honest and open. A loan makes sense. Too many people are doing financial accounting and are starting to think they work within Chelsea and they know better than Chelsea's accountants. Oh, we can't afford doing financial fair play. Well, one way around financial fair play is getting better sponsorship. And it looks like Chelsea are set to get Allianz. Allianz apparently are reported to be in conversations with Chelsea over being the next shirt sponsor. I saw some leaks of potential kits. Can't lie to you, they look sick. Allianz is going to be a great partner if Chelsea can secure it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how much money we're reportedly going to get. That's something that will come out at a later date. But this is news from Sky News. It's not even Sky Sports, it's Sky News. This is big, big business. And this is what Bowley and the team came in for. To use their contacts to generate more money for the club and use the club as a great ambassador to get more money from other entities. Sounds good. The final story is about a youngster that is going to be leaving the club. So Charlie Webster is a centre midfielder, plays CAM, can play CDM if needed, but predominantly is a centre midfielder that plays box to box. He's good on the ball, decent from set pieces, has a great strike on him, and is not the most athletic player, but is good in a challenge. It looks like he's going to be leaving the club. So the player has signed a 1-year extension last summer, and now he's got 12 months left on his deal. Last summer, Charlie Webster was told they did not believe he was up to par. They did not believe, apparently, according to Felix Johnson, who is ITK, and the reason I trust him is because he was the first one out on the Enzo deal. He gave so much detail, and after it came out, all of it was... And I know Felix personally. I think he's a very nice guy. He has his own YouTube channel. You guys should go follow him as well. Top guy. But more importantly, this is the big one. He's reporting that Webster believed he could break into the Chelsea team. He wanted to make a future at Chelsea. He wanted to get an opportunity, and it hasn't worked out. He's had a very good season in EPL too, and the reality is he's got clubs like Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen and PSV all chasing. Yet Chelsea are ready to cash in on him and let him go. I've seen a lot of outlandish statements from people saying, oh my god, we're letting another great youth player go. Oh my god, when are we going to stop? Guys, not everyone can make it at Chelsea. How many times do I have to tell you? The reality is, for every single Fikayo Tomori, for every single Mohamed Salah, even though he didn't come out of the academy, but that came in, didn't get an opportunity, or Kevin De Bruyne, there are players like Tammy Abraham, not good enough for Chelsea. Dominic Solanke, not good enough. Billy Gilmore, Josh McEachran, Gael Kukuta. I can keep going and going. We can list Lewis Bate, same thing people said about him. Some of these players aren't worth the fuss that fans make up. And the reality is, Patrick Van Aanholt's another one that comes to my mind. Good players, good Premier League players, but they're not of the caliber at Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club requires the best of the best. The 1 in 100 to come through. The Reece Jameses, the Levi Colwells, the Mason Mounts. Individuals that are going to actively produce. When Gallagher leaves, people are going to moan, but why are you moaning? The reality is he's not good enough for Chelsea. We've seen it under Tuchel, under Potter, and it's one of those things where you see what his level is. It's, yes, we're in the same place as Crystal Palace in the league right now, but the reality is we have to just be honest. Webster, I wish you all the best, my friend. I have not seen enough to say whether you're crap or great, but the reality is you must have one heck of a talent when Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen and PSV are all actively trying to secure your asset, like you as an asset. So the reality is, I hope he goes out there, smashes it, and builds himself a great career. But for Chelsea's sake, I hope we get a good sum of money on him. It goes direct profit onto the books, and that's the good news. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out, I'm out, have a lovely day.